another element to this game. But here we go in the pistol round.
And let's see, make sure those overlays are going to be set correctly this time. But like you said, into the pistol round here on Cash. It will be Publiclir starting off things here on the CT side. I'm going to quickly go back to an overlay so I can turn on game volume and not show the IP. These are very important things to do. And we'll see a quick boost over middle for DenDD, but no one's peeking it yet. So it looks like it will be a delayed kind of pincer attack onto this A site. But can they get past Quicks as well as Fates, who are there at Sandbags and the Z connector?
Yeah, you'll see a lot of teams will set up for an A retake, but Publiclir are actually just locking this one down. They've got 3 players on the site with a 4th hovering around connector, so they don't want to give this up. And that's because they've gone for full-on Kevlar without any defuse kits. Which you're seeing more and more as the round times did change, the defuse times as well. But here we go, the law. He has to live up to his name. Maxi picks up 2. You know, it's on headshot. He's going to have to bag himself a few of them, you feel, if there's going to be any hope for Publiclir. This is one of the downsides about stacking the site. It is quite claustrophobic against the Glocks, which are very powerful and potent up front and personal. And headshot. If he has any hope at picking this one off, he's got to land this first frag onto Berg, and it's just not going to happen. DenDD with a very quick, volatile first round. Take it with ease.
And then I realized since we went live, I've spotted another player. So Kustrum Superstar. All right, I'm just gonna throw it out. I hate you, both of you, Berg and Benji. You're now my least favorite Counter-Strike players of all time, but that's who they are. Bashkim Superstar is Berg, and Kustrum is Benji. I think the one remaining Bosnian player on this team.
Would it be so hard to just tag up as the right name? Would it be that difficult, guys?
Well, it pulls their name from the back end of CEVO, but they've changed their CEVO name, so it's pulling from that.
I have to try and remember that, but I know I'm going to derp it a lot.
Yeah, we're definitely going to call them by their names in game a lot.
And here comes the mollies to the back of quad. Quite forward positions from Publiclir though. The CZ on 4th lift could do some serious damage. There is a team kill coming in. Robin executes down Zender. And now it's all on Dominate with his Deagle. Benji is low, down to just 10 HP. Maybe there's some hope for the Deagle. There wouldn't be a terrible call if Dominate doesn't get much done here to just save his Deagle. Yeah, I was going to say, if he doesn't land that frag, then maybe saving would be the order of play. But it goes back in for seconds, trying to catch DenDD off guard. It's not going to happen. Mac 10 shot to the cranium. He's going to seal this one up 2-0.
Yeah, so great start for DenDD on the T side. Limit that Publiclir CT economy as you go into, well, one more round. It will be eco here for Publiclir, but then after that, DenDD are going to have certainly the upper hand moving into the first rifle round as well. Don't expect them to lose like much more than one person on a round like this. And it's Publiclir. They are actually making an aggressive play, pushing out into B main. I like this, and it's going to be Benji is being pressured, and he's actually alone. The support's not coming in, and Maxi's able to take him down, so they picked up a gun, but now Robin's stabbing in through the B connector, and another one actually making sure everything's going to be cleaned up there. That was Zenda with the Mac 10 coming back through T-spawn, making sure nothing gets too dangerous, and no AK is taken away. So now it's just up to Dominate and Fates kind of hiding on their respective sites.
It was looking really rough there for DenDD at one point, and a full eco to get a kill in the early stages. Could become a second one. Robin gets caught, but the aim punch puts Dominate in a bad position. And that should be the only kill coming down now onto Benji. And DenDD will take the 3-0 lead, but Publiclir will have a buy in the next round. 4 to 5k, so it's going to be a pretty healthy buy overall. Question for the law from Maxi is, does he want to go for a glass cannon AWP? The answer is a resounding yes. Instantly goes for the buy.
It will be glass cannon, however. So you do have to keep that into consideration. But on the CT side, should be able to hide pretty far away, and aim punch may not matter. Let's see if Benji won't be able to find him. And it surprised DenDD, right? Oh, there it is. Maxi's going to bring down Benji just like that. First kill of the round. And I was going to say that it was DenDD that never really had too much of an opper or at least not even DenDD, but whatever team that both Benji and Dumas were on together, that Swedish stack that they were on, like never really opt. So and if they did opt, Benji picked it up occasionally. So surprised they go for it right away on the T side, but it's Maxi that strikes back.
We've got to appreciate the eyebrows on Berg's profile picture.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
Like,
well, what do you mean?
just
You mean eyebrow?
eyebrow, like the caterpillar that's on his face.
Just one eyebrow.
It's pretty amazing. Imagine getting killed and seeing that profile picture come up. It'd be trigger right there.
Triggered.
So DenDD conceding the first kill, as you say. Maxi stands big with the AWP. But mid control has somewhat been given up. Although Fetz is there on the highway box and lands the headshot onto Zender. Very nicely done. That will certainly take away some of the pressure. Double kill for him. And it's gone horribly wrong for DenDD. It's almost a clean sweep for Publiclir. This will do the world of good to their economy. Headshot's going to push out there. Very nearly sacrifices his life. He's only on 19 HP. Here comes Robin. He's going to try and do some economic damage to the CTs. So he plays pretty low as well. But Headshot living up to his name. Well, actually, it wasn't the headshot. It was through the box. That always gets me. God damn it. Publiclir at least pick up the round.
Yeah, you're like, oh, there's something else on the kill feed. Headshot. I'm like, no, actually, it's spam. I like that they put both of them, too. It's pretty funny. Is that all you can get? Just head. Yeah, that's the only thing that shows up. And nade impacts. Imagine a nade impact in the head through a box. Easy.
Oh, yeah.
Although I guess that would just be the same
Zeus
as a
as
gun.
well, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the only thing that doesn't show up is direct impact from, what was it, a Molotov is broken?
Yeah.
There's no logo for it?
Desert Danger. I'm not sure about that name, the law. I'm not sure I like it.
Is that what they're trying to say the DD stands for?
Maybe, yeah. But then why they're playing Cash, why are they playing Dust 2 or Mirage?
Or Mirage, yeah. Well, Mirage will be coming as the second map in this series. But Publiclir are able to get that rifle round. Remember, it was Maxi that got the first kill, bringing down the op of Benji. And as I say that, he's able to pick up the op. I think Berg took it over to Squeaky and didn't win that fight. Now he's going to be holding this angle, and he will bring down Fates over the Toxic Barrels. So back to 4-on-4.
Indeedy. Robin should get the free kill here onto the law. What is going on, Robin? The whiff is real. If he dies now, that is Robin salt in the wounds. Robin still hasn't killed Maxi, who's down to 12. And now Robin's about to get hunted down from Quicks. How influential, how important could that whiff be now for this round? Everything could have been turned on its head. There's still a lot of work for DenDD to get done here in 20 seconds or just over 20 seconds to push onto the site with. But there goes Benji. Headshot, meanwhile, hiding in the corner, waiting for his moment to strike. 14 seconds left. Reidman lands the headshot. And now it's on Maxi. And he is going to get taken down. So that previous whiff from Robin doesn't cost them too much in the end. And Publiclir's economy has been negated once again.
Yeah, only Fates with money right now up to 4K, but everyone else is broken. I thought Maxi, I didn't realize the numbers or the rest of his teammates, I guess, were falling around him. While he was hitting some okay shots, right? He took his time. He didn't shoot at the first person across B main, gets the second man. That was the bomber, drops the bomb. Time was really low, but he was also being pushed over from the A site where his teammates were unable to hold on. So he does fall, and that'll be DenDD winning the round with only seconds to spare, actually. And you can see Publiclir, they want to go for this boost over in middle, but it is being patiently waited on. And actually, Maxi will be patient himself. He's not going to go over yet. He'll wait for Ridman or Sipe to get lazy and go somewhere else.
Yeah, but DenDD playing this smart. They know that the economy for Publiclir pretty much only supports an eco or pistol upgrade. So these kind of boosts, these aggressive plays are always on the card for Publiclir. Oh my goodness, a CZ fadeaway headshot from HS is pretty ridiculous. And Benji, or Berg, pardon me, I hate that they can't call themselves proper names. He's going to fall down. The good news though for DenDD is because the weapon was out in the open, the CTs weren't able to get their hands on it for a few seconds, but now they have picked it up with Quicks. So DenDD, what can you do in return for this? The stack on the A side for Publiclir. It looks like DenDD, Joey, might be walking straight into this trap. This could get messy.
Yeah, DenDD, right? I mean, time, they've made it, maybe let it get a little too low because now there's so many corners that are going to go unchecked, actually even jumping and checking it, but Dominate is still there at a very peculiar angle with that Deagle, able to find a frag, and they go so slow, and Publica were able to get into some pretty strong positions. I think, did Maxi, the Law, even get his kill out? He was over there in middle, underneath the boost, might have found a frag, and it all fell apart real quick. DenDD waited too long. Didn't leave themselves enough time to properly clear corners and take a site.
And that all really started from a ridiculous headshot from the CZ. DenDD instantly couldn't afford to try and push onto the B side, so we saw them congregating around A. And as you say, because the time was ticking down, they couldn't afford to check anywhere. They just went right in. Here comes the run boost. And it is successful. So Dominate now up on the boost. DenDD not with a fantastic buy, just Sipe, who has the AK-47 in his hands. And Publiclir should be locking this round down. This would be a horrible round if they let this one slip through. Pretty much a standard setup so far as well from Publiclir. A 2-1-2 with Quicks being the floater between the sites. And here come the flashes. And it looks like it could be a fake, actually, from DenDD. So they've thrown the initial flashes in, and now they're going to be boosting over 2, 3 players down. And Maxi's been headshotted, and he's going to get taken down from Robin. That's a great turn of events. Oh, Fetz misses everything with his spray down. And he will be punished from Sipes, and now Quick steps up to the plate. What can he get done? The answer is absolutely nothing. He finally does get picked off from Sipe. What is happening, Publiclir? This was your round to win. HS maybe is going to go huge. No, he's not. He gets Deagled down. And now Dominate must be wondering what the hell just happened. He's in a 1 versus 4 retake.
I think at this point everyone is wondering what the hell just happened. Dominate will be able to get 1. That'll start the 1 versus 4. Has a bit of utility. We'll miss that flash. That's not going to help him out at all. We'll give away that position. And now he's forced to go. Incendiary comes in and brings down Robin, taking some damage. Will drop off the catwalk, checks the blue tarps, realizes they are clear. Nade in. Unfortunately, it's not going to find Ridman or Sipe, who was on 16 HP, and it actually bounced and missed completely anyways from hitting Zenda. So DenDD are able to take that round, a massive round for them given their position. And we thought that the Empire versus Hellraiser series was going to show us some craziness. It looks like this one might even be a little bit more ridiculous.
Yeah, you have 2 rounds back-to-back where the team with the much worse weaponry ends up winning. Publiclir with like CZs and a Scout, I think, or something like ridiculous, win round 6, and then we have DenDD with an AK and Tech 9s and like a Deagle, win round 7. So we're back to another position where now Publiclir are force buying. Their economy is not great, and they picked up the first kill, but they're going to be running right into the trap, but it's going to be Maxi taking down another terrorist. What the actual hell? It's like opposite world. Every time you think a team's going to win outright, they get punished. That being said, Zenda and Robin have both found themselves kills. That's a first kill for Zenda. So starting slow. It's a 3-on-3.
Yeah, I believe he is the IGL for this team still. I know he has been on some past lineups. So they've got it back into a 3 versus 3, but there's HS with a little bit of a pop flash. The flash itself wasn't very effective, but I guess it buys him a little time to post up on the corner, and he will win his respective duel against Zenda, who is now just limited to that 1 frag on this round. It's up to Sipe and Robin. Robin waiting for this cross. That's not an easy shot to hit. Doesn't even take it. Doesn't even shoot. And he's like, all right, I don't want to hold this and get repeaked here by Maxi, so he'll back off. He's broken the vents. This has got to be hard. There is a teammate here. Robin and Sipe now working together to try to take headshot out of the headshot legend. They'll do that with a nice grenade. It'll bounce in and take him down. But meanwhile, Maxi got 1 more, so it's just Robin. And the flank is coming through B main. That's going to be Dominate. And are they both pushing together? It looks like they are. Can they make their way around? They won't need to. Dominate hits the shot.
So again, we go back to the situation where the team with the worst buy up
3 times in a row now.
3 consecutive times, yeah. And with that bomb plant, DenDD, realizing the economy of Publiclir is not good, they may even go for a force or some kind of half buy here. Or maybe Tech 9 Kevlars, unless they want to go all in.
Oh, they might as well because they'll win it, right?
Well, yeah, if history's going to repeat itself. Let's see, are they going to go for this one or are they just going to tap out? Yes, they're going to go for it. Robin with the Tech 9 armor. Same for Benji as well. So it's like a half buy, as I mentioned. They can get AKs next round, whatever happens here, but who knows? Maybe they're going to just outright win it. Just push together. Go full on beast mode. claim some scalps. Here comes the flashbang. Betz goes in. He's almost spoiled for choices switch between the two players, but the rest of his team is standing tall. And gets 4 kills in as many seconds. Now Sipes there. I've got to say, though, DenDD, all things considered, considering they had like 2 Tech 9 with Kevlars, the rest of them were just Tech 9, that's a pretty solid round. They took 3 weapons away from Publiclir, and now they have AKs coming in. So, job actually kind of done.
Job done.
Nice.
Yeah. I think Publiclir could maybe have not sacrificed that one last player at Squeaky. Like, they go in and try to take that duel. They try to double peek in through Squeaky. They actually body blocked each other initially. It was a little awkward, and maybe they should have just fallen back. And, I mean, what is the player really going to get done from that point? But whatever. They win the round. And now Molotov bounces, bursts into the air, does not go down on top of drop. That's going to let DenDD over, and Maxi has died because of it. Someone came over the boost, shot him in the face. HS trying to bank some nades. Oh, and he was low. Benji trying to jump out of there, gets blown sky high. So 4-on-3 right now. Publiclir with the advantage as they look to tie it up here. 5-5. Quicks with the P90 has already killed one and is now left B and switched over to middle. And dancing around the smokes here with Sipe.
Not sure if it was Benji or Berg, but one of them bricked themselves, tried to run out of vents, and actually jumped on top with a grenade. Good guy,
I think it was
saving the rest of
Benji.
his teammates. He got ripped though. Sipe in with the headshot, nice little entry. You can see how much that opens up the map as well now through mid. They have to be so careful and wary in case he's snaking his way around the back, but Dominate drops on the A side, and that is going to be the A plant coming in. That P90 on the retake, if they can charge through, will be pretty decent. They don't have smokes to block off the initial push. From the CT's perspective, and the P90 has been put 6 foot under, so now HS is going to be looking to try and get this clutch. Now 3v1 with just the defuse kit, I wouldn't fancy his chances. And that's the problem. There's a strength in numbers from DenDD. They can just get the crossfire down. And Publiclir back onto another eco.
What happened there? It went from a 4-on-3 to a 3-on-2 in favor of DenDD, and then a 3-on-1, and they're able to close it out from that point onward, having planted over in the A site. But the defense fell apart for Publiclir late into that round.
Yeah, it was mid control again, right? Like they got the kill on mid, and then they instantly got Dominate, who was caught in like 3 different mines. So it goes to show that mid control is absolutely essential. Another force from Publiclir, though. What the hell? Double scout force. Oh! Quick, hello. Cheeky.
Well, at least he'll pull out the jump scout headshot there on it to Zenda, and then whoever that was headshot that was supporting him, Sipe will take him out with the headshot, and now Maxi's going to get into the action with the scout. He finds a headshot onto Benji, so it's up to Sipe, Robin, and Berg right now. 3-on-4. Publiclir looking dangerous, but able to get into B, actually still not quite controlling it. Quicks with another chance for a headshot. Maybe lucky to be alive is Berg. Peeking B main first. Almost got scout headshot and layering in some damage. They're putting on so much damage. They know there's blood in the water. That's a scout skin for a reason, so they go on with the pistols and they finish him off. Publiclir able to come out with the win there on a very, very risky force buy.
Joey, can you please explain to me?
I can't
WTF?
explain what's happening.
A force buy of like a CZ, couple scouts. I think a FAMAS was in there. They all stack A, jump scout or jump scout shot.
Jump scout up, yep.
Yeah, jump scout or that's going to be a new thing in the game, apparently.
New board game.
Like,
CSGO
I don't
themes.
even. That's
Jump
how
scout
mind screwed I am
up.
right now. I'm so mind screwed I can't even speak. Because what the hell is going on? How many force buy / ecos have won already? Like 6, I think?
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest, though, if there's much that they could have done about that shot that Quicks pulled off, jumping over like that with that wood box at a kind of off angle and hitting a headshot. I don't think you stop that one necessarily, and they did trade that one out, but then I think the log, Maxi got one at middle for free, and then I don't even know. Then DD just crumbled from that point. For like, all right, whatever, we're getting killed, screw it, let's try to take this fight into B, and they all got tagged up there as well. Some smokes looked like they were a little off. I think some shots landed from CT through a smoke. Maybe just missing some nades under pressure. I mean, surviving the anti-ecos in my mind is always about just patience and then using your advantage of having utility and weapons. And that is the second time I've seen that one miss.
Today I learned the boost is a trampoline.
Oh yeah, that's I'll be fair on that one. That is not one of the easiest incendiaries or just nades in general to throw in this game because the bounce is like really dumb sometimes. But I mean, certainly you should be able to hit it. Like I can hit it consistently. You should be able to, right? Surely that's fair to say.
Joey, we just witnessed history.
Did a team with the actual guns
actually
win?
won? And they won with all 5 players. What is this?
That was a double eco too, because DenDD just
Wow.
did Tech 9 armor, and then on that one they had Glocks. So Publiclir 2 in a row. 2 rounds they should have won in a row. Unprecedented here in this Swedish lineup.
HS keeping the MP7. He had enough for the M4. I guess I can understand they may think that someone's skimping out on head armor, which is the case for Benji, but it's still a bit iffy. Here comes a boost again. We've seen this before. Dominate goes back up again. Oh, look at this aggression from Publiclir through garage onto red container. This is madness.
That's pretty
Zender's
sick.
been spotted. But the position was given away from HS. He's going to go back in for seconds and lands himself the shot. He can convert across to the AK.
Oh no!
What the hell?
Oh!
Benji! No! It didn't just happen. No one saw that, right?
I was wondering the whole time. I'm like, uh-oh. He's shot. Like, HS has now shown himself. Didn't get a kill. And then I'm like, all right, surely there's a player watching him on the other side who's supposed to be watching B, and that was Benji. Still lets his teammate dies. Can't get the trade frag. The player switches out for an AK, and he goes down. And it's embarrassing. At this point, maybe we know why they changed their names, right?
Because they're embarrassed?
Yeah.
Oh man. I'm not even going to try and think about analysing this game or figuring out what's going on. Another boost. Publicly like their boosts. That much is guaranteed. Last round of the half, DenDD will have a pretty much a pistol variety and the AK on Robin, who is 16 for 10. He's had a couple of whiffs, but he has been fragging pretty consistently so far, Robin. And the first kill again, of course, as I'm singing his praises, he's the first player to die. So, yeah, you're welcome, Robin. No problem.
You're a wizard, Metuz.
Thanks, mate.
As double ops here for HS and the Law, also known as Maxi. They'll have brought down Robin. Like you said, is having a pretty good game. Just looked over to Twitch chat. A couple of people saying that Robin can't carry this. We'll see. He is trying. He's up there at 16, 3, and 11. Actually, the top fragger in the server right now. But they ran into some trouble. The game kind of started making sense later on in this first half. Publiclir with the weapon advantage was actually winning their rounds up against the Tech 9 armor and the Glock pushes from DenDD. And it looks like they have secured them a CT half victory, 9-6, unless Sipe and, well, now just Sipe. Yeah, neither of them could do anything.
Considering that at one point this game rested on, I think it was 6-4, and then, yeah, it was 6-4 against Publiclir. They went 5 rounds in a row at the end, so that's pretty impressive and pretty significant as well for Cash. Because Cash, I don't know if you'd agree with this, Joe, but I feel Cash is one of the most balanced maps in Counter-Strike right now. I feel like this is kind of like a 50-50, maybe 55-45 in favor of the CTs. So I think 9-6 is actually a pretty solid half for Publiclir, all things considered. They'll be happy with this.
Yeah, and it's actually crazy. Like, more so at, well, how do I phrase this? I don't want to be too savage. More so at the lower end of the like the professional level teams, like you'll see people actually have like way better T sides on Cash. Like a lot of the NA teams, which is where the savagery comes in. Not Cloud9 anymore though. They forgot how to play T side, but now it's Publiclir's chance to go over to the T side, where I think they will actually be a little bit more dangerous.
It's also the reason why I said I don't think 36% is fair to Publiclir whatsoever. I know this map is far from over and it's the best of 3, but we're not seeing them get steamrolled so far. And if they win this pistol, they're in a great position. Raid boss for HS with the Tech 9. And there was a smoke as well for Maxi, which I think has been thrown into connector right off the bat. So I'm going to try and starve away some of that vision and keep DenDD guessing as to where this plow is about to rip on through. And it's going to be straight through mid. So the boost that we saw DenDD going for when the roles were reversed on their T side comes to fruition, but it's going to be Sight who comes in with 2 frags, the USP close range, just silencing players left, right, and center. He gets the 3rd kill as well. And that's all on Quicks, one of the guys we said to watch out for. Had a pretty slow game so far. Maybe this is his moment to shine.
Yeah, 1v4 is going to be pretty tough. We will start off with the Goosh onto Robin, now taking some damage back, spotting 2 players there, is able to finish off one of them, but then brought down here by Berg. So DenDD doing exactly what they need to do, starting off with the second half pistol, and, you know, if everything goes as it should and they can survive the anti-ecos, that will tie it up. 9-9, but force buy coming out, of course, from Publiclir.
Absolutely, no bomb planted, no reason to save here. 3 UMPs and a 5-7 for Benji. Obviously, saving towards getting that AWP as soon as possible. This does leave them a bit susceptible to getting wrecked off these Tech 9s, though. I've got to say, this buy-up is a bit risky from DenDD. I'm hoping it doesn't come back to haunt them. But the 1M4 is in the perfect position, but there's too many players to try and contend with. Here comes Robin out the back of the side. Can he start carrying for his team? Quicks is there, and a headshot does come right back in, so now it's all on Quicks with the M4. And Robin goes huge with those 3 kills on the site. So, well and truly repelling the onslaught from DenDD.
Got a little bit nervous when that smoke went down. They were, 5 people jumping through the smoke. Even with an M4A4, there's not that much you're going to be able to do close range. I think he maybe got 1 kill, then went down, but the B site will hold regardless. Player in sight got 1, player up top got 1 as well. That thinned out the numbers, and it wasn't too hard for DenDD to close it out from that point onward. And now Publiclir with just the Glocks, everyone's favorite weapon and favorite meme still for some reason. We've got the P250 and a flash onto Quick, so still a potential that he could be somewhat dangerous here.
Zenda, that's awkward. Fortunately for him, Cypher's there with the UMP and the Tech 9. He can get
Ace!
And he's going to take it down. All from MBK. Easy peasy, but Zenda extinguished his own molly. He's like, what's up? I'm going to throw us into the smoke, because why not? That's money in the bank as well.
Yo, so like much money.
8.6k. Rolling in it.
He knows how Gabe feels now. As Zenda, man, still with 3 frags. 3 and 12 right now. He's had a tough game, and kind of surprised that he'll stay on the UMP as a result of that. I mean, that's not going to increase your chances to make an impact going into the first rifle round. But already we've had Benji. Looked like he legged Dominate, but then has since been brought down.
Yeah, in agreement with you as well. That UMP is a bit sketchy. In the hands of Zenda, he's only on 3 for 12, so it's not like he's landing mad headshots. So the UMP is really viable in this kind of situation. It's got decent armor penetration as well, but when you've got enough for the M4, is it worth keeping it? Maybe just a personal preference thing. Everyone has head armor on Publiclir as well. Only a smoke remains with 2 flashbangs, so looking like this going to get used. I expect to see it bounce off the wall and go into lower. And then you have this just rush come in, but no one's checkered just yet. And Benji can't get anything from this position. In fact, I think that was Berg, pardon me. And now it's all in the aforementioned UMP and Sipe, who's hot off the heels of an ace. Very different circumstance, though, this time around. They pretty much lined up for him the last time. And he gets traded out from the Glock of Quicks. That is so sketchy. And now the AWP is picked up for Zenda. Is he going to be able to hold on to this one? First kill goes down. The second player now steps up to the plate. How is Zenda still alive? Sure, he can't do this.
He's getting into his own. He's bumped up the Kanye. He's ready to go. He's got 3 kills. That will double his kills for this whole match. But, of course, those are very, very non-impact frags. I mean, a little bit of impact if he's able to get away with his op, but in terms of winning rounds, it's not really helping out on round 19. Maybe moving forward into the next one, it will, and he'll get one more shot, pulling out the Tech 9, and he can't bring down Dominators at just 16 HP, so he finally goes down. Op not saved. Did actually keep Publicler's economy pretty in check, though, but they'll still have rifles.
I legit just saw, like, the most random thing in Twitch chat. He has the reaction speed of a breakfast cereal. just let that one flow through for a little bit. Try and understand it. The reaction speed of a breakfast cereal, mate.
I mean, I assume that means it's not good. But
so.
I don't know all the breakfast cereals. Maybe some of them out there are pretty quick. Eating breakfast is surely a good way to improve your reactions, though. So
You think so?
Specifically eggs, I believe, are very good for your reaction time. There's another food in there as well that's often ate at breakfast, but I can't think of it.
Yeah, I'm glad the people in chat are as confused as I am. Robin, first player to follow, a guy that DenDD need to step up big. Quicks, he's there as well with the AK-47. Did eat significant damage, 88 taken off him. And now Benji's getting a bit antsy. Tapping at nothing in the vents. He's about to get charged down. HS living up to his name. And now it's all on the man of Sipe who's been feeling it these last couple rounds. But I feel like, honestly, the CTs may think about just trying to save from this point. The retake really isn't a viable scenario here.
All right, starting a discussion about breakfast foods in Twitch chat when I'm this hungry was a bad idea.
Get wrecked.
But, well, Ridman Sipe here going to be able to get one more, but it's, oh, and actually a second. He gets a quick dink and then finishes off Maxi through the box. But the bomb, of course, down in B. You can see Benji set up, looking to get some exit frags, and he will find HS with an HS. Nicely done there. Dominate in Quicks, though, to survive. Actually, a chance for Quicks to maybe op down Benji. He's got the line of sight. He's up at the white truck with that op. And he will live.
Metuz, is that you? Yes. It's me and Helium. I nearly called you Helium there. We've got like Joey and Helium mixed up.
I'm pretty gangster.
Yeah.
Put
You can see our names at the top in the title, guys. DenDD then, fall from grace. Started this half fantastically. We're looking good on cruise control, brought it back to equality. And then suddenly Publiclir bounced right back into their faces. Just the AK-47 in the very capable hands of Benji. But his partner in crime of Berg has gone down. And that opens up B nicely. The only player that's still there is Robin. He's got a P250. And then he has Zen coming in as well with Sipe. Smoke completely isolates Zen, and trying to tap through. Here comes a Deagle looking to bite onto Fates and does do 60 damage, but he'll be disappointed he didn't at least get the kill there. Robin gets the frag on the cross from Dominate. And instantly, Publiclir are like, okay, we've bit off more than we can chew. Plus the fact that Quicks is over on the A site and has covered this one off. Let's just get that free plant. Let's get that money rolling.
You know what? A change I'd really like to see at that portion on the map. We saw that angle from upper to that wood box on B main. Like, it's so aggravating because you can see their feet, but you can't do anything about it. Like, if they like somehow put a little window there or like wooden boards just so that it was spammable, so that if you see the feet, you can still actually try to get that kill. Like, I think that's super frustrating, and it really makes me miss the, you know, how wall penetration worked back in older versions of Counter-Strike when I see things like that.
True. Plus, if a .50 cal bullet hits your leg from a Deagle,
yeah,
your leg's
you're
like
done.
Yeah.
What leg?
You're not going anywhere.
But, you know, it's like such a disadvantage, though, because let's say with the rifle, with the longer reset times, you start spraying down at their feet, and then suddenly they drop off the box and peek you, and you can't reset your accuracy in time, so you just continue with the spray, and then you get punished for having shot at feet, basically. It's really annoying. There's also some new places on the new nuke with the way the crossbeam goes across the upper bomb site where, like, both players can see each other, but they can literally only see each other's feet. It's super aggravating, and I think spots like that shouldn't exist or should be spammable. That's all I'm saying.
It would definitely make that previous situation a lot more happy for DenDD, that's for sure, because that deal would have probably bagged the kill in the end. As it stands, though, DenDD do themselves M4s. No defuse kits, though, and no incendiaries, which are always a pretty key factor of cash, just blocking off potential choke points. So this is a bit worrying for them. And if they're to lose this, they're not going to get many more cracks at full-on rifle rounds. So I think the pressure is starting to mount here, Helium. And DenDD need to bounce back if they're going to prove that 66% of bettors right.
Yeah, I'm sure they're clenching, but it is only map 1, so they certainly still have a chance. But, I mean, Publiclir are able to take this. We know that both Cash and Mirage are very much in the wheelhouse of both teams, so it could just maybe be a momentum swing. Winning map 1 can take you through the second one. That'll be yet to be seen, as this one's not even quite over, but DenDD now forced to make the money. or the comeback on the CT side where money can be tight is what I'm trying to say as it goes to a 4-on-4 kill there at B main. Robin, though, locking it down, and you still got Benji up top. Robin with 2 from on the site, almost a third as one's coming up the headshot run up. Dominate pushed through CT trying to make the play as the numbers were getting thinned out, but unable to do so, and Fates on the site will fall. So there you go, DenDD. They were very, very low on that round. Look how many nades they're able to scavenge up at the end of this one.
And due to the fact that the last 3 rounds that Publiclir have won, they've lost, let's see, 4 players in round 19, 3 in 20, and 3 in 21. Their economy's not great here either, so they're going to be having a half buy. It's not a case that DenDD have to worry about assault rifles coming at them right now. Just the Galil in the hands of HS. But Tech 9s are plenty with grenades, so this could be DenDD's way back into this somewhat, and especially if they can get this as a clear-cut round with 4 or 5 players remaining, then that's going to do them the world of good in terms of their economy. And Molotov banks off the wall. And that is Berg taking some damage, but he's able to relocate and use the sanctuary of the wall to his advantage, and now Dominate's looking to push in. If he drops down there, I feel like he's going to get spotted from Benji, who actually decides to relocate himself. Meanwhile, on the other side, it's going to be the charge from Public, where the Tech 9s are coming. Good 2 kills. Zenda does get himself 2 in retaliation just beforehand, however. But now the retake is already in. They have to be very careful for Dominate, who's going to be coming in through A main. Bomb planted with Robin, claiming himself a frag from Forklift. He's going to look for the second one as well. Dominate somehow still alive. How is this even possible? Finally goes down. And then DD will be able to claim the round, but a bomb plant is good enough for Publiclir to get them a really solid buy this next round. It probably will be an AWP as well, actually.
Yeah, so they go for the force up there, right? Just to maybe keep it somewhat competitive, and I mean, that's all right. Killing 3 people is where it gets a little dicey for DenDD, because at that point on the CT side, you're losing money. You're having to spend more money on rebuys than you're making off of a victory. But they keep 3 alive, so they're good. Their economy does slowly build. Publiclir, though, with the money, are in a position to go for another force up. It looks like they'll be a bit lighter on it, just evening out the money around the mid 2K mark, and Quicks is going to keep a ton of money banked up. 47.50 on him. Well, now he does buy a Deagle, but still somewhat light here.
I think a lot of this comes off the back of HS forcing up a Galil when everyone else was going Tech 9s. I feel like they could have afforded a rifle round this round. It would have been a fantastic rifle round, but one nonetheless. But as it stands, they're opting to tap out again to get an even healthier buy next round, which is fair enough. It's not like they're in a rush to try and bring this one back, or they're in a desperate situation, even if they can see this round as 12-12. And with these Deagles, we know how capable they are of landing headshots and turning rounds. And there we go.
Superstars.
The 2 superstars come in. And there's a third one as well. And it's looking like it's just going to be a cleanup from this point on. Unless Quicks can do something through the smoke. He lands the headshot. The stray bullet proving deadly, but then DD again hold on firm. Here comes the buy that we're talking about. And the reason they have ecoed these last 2 rounds is to get themselves a solid buy. That's exactly what's going to come through. Although the loss still doesn't have Kevlar backing up that AWP, which could be an issue with so many grenades in the hands of DenDD.
I like how in sync we were with the Superstars getting those first 2 frags.
You live in my head, mate.
Yeah. I don't know. At least it's warm, right? You got the beanie on. But like you said, a lot of utility here for DenDD to use on the defense. Could maybe wither down the Law. Doesn't have that armor. Goes for the glass cannon op, and it's actually going to be, I'm forgetting who's who. Either way, both Superstars again, each getting kills. I believe it was Berg first and then Benji, and now here is Zenda. Hasn't got a lot of kills this game, but will come up with a big one here as he starts to come alive late into the second half. Round 25. It's 3-on-2 right now. Just Dominate and Quicks alive. Gap in the smoke as it starts to fade, and he'll see Sipe crossing over and actually caught out in the open, so Dominate will even it up just like that. And the bomb is here. Quicks is right behind him and able to plant that. Planting for A main. Oh, but the flashes will stop Zenda from pushing up on the bomb wall. And now that is going to be Benji over at Z Connector with that op. Zenda from the white truck as Dominate and Quicks get into solid post-plant positions.
Those flashes really keeping Zenda at bay. Like 2 or 3 right in his face. And now as he looks to push in, Quicks hands the cross. He should be converting that kill comfortably. Here comes the second one. Benji goes looking. And he will be picked off as well. There's enough time for him to get his hands on that AWP to throw it across to Maxi. Good round for Publiclir. That 2-on-2 was crucial. You can see that DenDD still don't have a great economy themselves either, by the way. If they lose this, they're into an E-car.
So So big round there, and actually a round that DenDD really shouldn't have dropped, right? They got out to a pretty advantageous position, but it was Dominate that hit that really nice shot onto Sipe, who was that lone A defender. That really cracked it wide open, and they were able to plant for A main and then play great post-plant positions, one at A main, one at quad. So 13-12 right now. Publiclir back in the lead. Actually, when was the last time DenDD was in the lead? I guess end of the, well, never. Besides like round 8 or 7 or something like that. Because I got the pistol and then did quickly fall behind. So they were able to
like
tie it up, but not take the lead back.
The first quarter of the game, they're kind of in the lead, but since
Yeah.
then it's been all Publiclir's way. After like eco after eco victories, just madness.
So this round
DenDD, you
playing
can see
slow.
this is the issue as well of having bad economy. With 55 seconds to go, they only have 4 flashbangs to stop a charge. That's really rough from a CT's perspective. No defuse kits as well.
Yeah, you can see Benji being very passive there in the Z connector, not looking to peek it at all, and pretty much spread out to a 2-1-2 right now for the defense of DenDD, but only 2 flashes. Do Publiclir realize how low they are? Oh, we've seen some key frags from this position in both series now. Zenda playing at the lockers is able to kill Quicks for free, but it's all a fake anyways. Robin completely blind, but he hasn't shot yet, so he's going to go completely unchecked. And he's going to make the big plays. Or is it? He turns out with the FAMAS gets nothing and then goes down for free. And from up top, it's the superstar. It's Benji with 2. So 3-on-2 advantage for DenDD. Now just the 1. It's HS. He falls to Sipe. All right, man. That round could have been even worse. Imagine if Robin actually killed somebody.
I was going to say, man, for a guy who's 28 and 18, you're expecting him to land some serious frags from that position. No one checked, and he just whiffed his FAMAS spray. Fortunately for him, though, Heaven shone down for the CTs and managed to clutch that round out. Publiclir with the Eagles, not much else really. Just PC50s and won the Eagle. So we said this game would be close, Joey, and it's definitely shown to be just that so far. DenDD in the driver's seat again. And it looks like it's going to be an A play. All 5 players from the terrorists starting to move their way through. That grenade just goes slightly past Maxi. Here comes the charge. Sipe, we've seen him get an ace from a similar position before. He's going to go one better again.
Oh!
There's the 4th kill, but you have to reload. And it's going to be Scumbag Maxi who takes that away. Can he get the plant? No, he can't. Will be denied. Which is money taken off the table for Publiclir. Still have enough for a buy, but 2 players mid to high 3,000s. Not going to be a great buy for them. In fact, it could force somebody into Galil. Maybe both of them into Galil unless they want to go for the Tech 9 instead.
Yeah, they nearly caught Sipe off guard there. He was in that site. He's watching that A main smoke. A flash comes through. He has to turn from it, and as soon as he does that, they've opened up the squeaky. They're charging out, forces him to, like, you know, stand his ground and fight for that angle. Hits the first 2 shots, and it could be scary, right? You got the slower rate of fire now on that M4A1S going against the Tech 9s, who are both really, really close to you. But he hits his shots and nearly comes away with another ace from that position. And now into a rifle round. This is DenDD. If they win it, they probably close it out. It'll just be Publiclir with maybe some Tech 9s and some nades going into round 29 if DenDD get out to match point.
Yeah, that's exactly it. This is a 2-for-1 round, effectively a map point if DenDD win this. Not a lot of grenades to play with. I originally thought we may see 2 Galils coming in, but HS actually went for an AK instead, so he sacrificed any grenades coming through into this round. So they're a bit bare on it. 2 smokes remaining, 2 flashes on a HE. But they have got a bit of mid control, so the CT's not interested in this whatsoever. Which is very interesting to me, because Publiclir typically are playing aggressive through the CT side on mid. In fact, sometimes pushing into garage and boosting on top of red container. So to see the differences between these 2 teams is fairly interesting viewing. But Publiclir have only kept dominating mid. The rest of the team is going to try and work on to A, which is where Sipe is sat. And you have Benji on the back of truck. Doesn't have an AWP though, just an M4, so he has less potential to one-shot somebody. As the jump comes in and Sipe's been picked off for now. This is where the AWP would be huge. And Benji gets traded out. That should be the bomb going over to the A plant right now. That Molotov could stop them for a few more seconds. But no, it's not. HS does get the bomb planted. What a huge round for Publiclir this could prove to be.
It's a little bit awkward. The Law hits that really nice shot on the man jumping in sight, but then he like crouches, posts up to take the battle of truck, but he was the one with the bomb and it went down. And I thought maybe it wasn't going to be able to cross at the site, but they did get it there. They've now planted it. They got a 3-on-2. It is Berg and Zenda forced to back off, and Publiclir win a very, very key round, keeping their map 1 hopes alive. They'll tie it up 14-14. Looking at the money of DenDD, it's not great, but it's not good for Publiclir either, so I doubt they'll chase for a kill.
Absolutely not. They want to save these weapons for sure, both teams. It's one of those quite rare situations. Like typically one team is going to want to make a move to try and get rid of the weapons, but I think both teams are very happy just to keep these. Because on the side of Publiclir now, it allows them to have weapons in case maybe DenDD sneak this one away from them, but also for DenDD, because they saved those 2 weapons, you can see a full buy coming in now. Sure, it's going to include a Mag 7, which isn't great for Robin. That's a whole lot better than what the alternative would have been, effectively like pistol upgrades or just straight up ecoing in this round. So that puts another pressure cooker situation in our hands here. It's 14-14. It is going down to the wire. We'll have 30 rounds played, whatever happens here.
Robbins with a Mag 7 in a pretty interesting spot. To start the round off in Z connector with a Mag 7 is pretty odd. Maybe he's expecting a push. I don't know, but now he'll move over to B, and that makes a little bit more sense. But it's Publiclir who are already waterfalling over that mid boost. They've got a kill onto Berg, now 5-on-4. Dominate's going to go in, though. Doesn't check his corner. Somehow survives 1 shot. Still doesn't react in time, so Robin brings him down. And, you know, when I see a Mag 7, this is 100% the position I would have expected Robin at. And eventually he gets his way over there and finds a kill.
Yeah, the close angles of B really are where that Mag 7 is viable, but even though Robin comes big with that kill, elsewhere on the map, Publiclir are taking it down. And that now leaves Robin, who converted his Mag 7 into the AK, on B by himself, but he's doing the work. 1 kill goes down, the bomb's been dropped. Robin steps up huge for DenDD, 31 frags. 3 of them in this round. And now Maxi, with the very difficult task of retaking onto the site and getting this bomb. He has heard one of the players in upper. Site goes down. Only 12 HP to play with, though. He's going to try and fake out as if he's going towards the vents. Both players pretty low. Next bullet could very well end this round. And in such a tense situation, these are the moments we're expecting the big players to step up and seize the opportunity. 10 seconds now. Here comes Maxi. He spots Robin. Oh. He does tag him. But Robin on 7 HP picks up his 4K, and DenDD are just 1 round shy of taking cash.
Man, he actually lands that shot first, but just enough HP there to survive it for Benji, and he's able to close it out. So DenDD on match point first, as you just noted, and it's Publiclir, who actually are still able to get somewhat of a buyout on the board. Not super great for DenDD either, considering how many FAMASas they have, and there is a little bit of lack of utility. So Publiclir maybe with a chance, and Fates is going to push out middle. Will he expect to man sandbags? He will, and he'll Goomba him accordingly. And all right, now it's going to be up to Maxi. He'll bring down Zenda over the toxic barrels, and Publiclir in a great spot right now, but then Redmond catching him off guard. He's got so many lined up. TK actually comes out from HS. 2K, actually 3K if you count the kill onto his teammate. And now it is Benji 1 versus 1 once again. He's spotted this man. Doesn't look like they know the HP. He is still using that op, and he'll hit the shot anyway. A bit overkill, but I guess they didn't know. 16-14, DenDD do creep away with the victory.
Pretty ridiculous map. So many twists and turns, so many ecos and force buys that came to fruition, but DenDD just about hold on at the end. Robin landed, I think it was 32-33 kills, but also Sipe was there with about 28, I think, at the end. So it wasn't a case that Robin was holding it down. I will say that Robin landed some ridiculously huge impact kills, which effectively won his team the map. So hats off to Robin, but he had a couple whiffs as well. But as we said, Joey, at the very start of this, it's too tough to call. But DenDD just about scrape cash, and now we're moving across to Mirage.
Yeah, and I think we can, if it does end up going through maps, I think we can pretty much expect this on every single map, because both teams do favor Mirage as a map that they like to play, and neither team really plays Inferno. So it could just be the same thing over and over again. But we're going to take a quick break here. Before we do, just remind you what you're watching. It's the CEVO GFINITY Season 9 Pro League. This is the European bracket. Winner of the single elimination best-of-3 bracket will qualify for the LAN in London later on in April. So stay tuned. Follow up the channel, twitch.tv/playcevo. Myself, Helium, and Metuz will be back after a short break.